that's a very hot space here in California, and there's some work that we've actually doing internationally. Want to leave plenty of time for your full presentation, Marcus, on PalWave near Emeryville, Oakland. So just up the road from us. So very exciting having you join us today, part of our local ecosystem. And then we want to hear more about the work that you all are doing and work with you all as well. These are the ones where we have active programs that we operate, in most cases with staff that are on the ground. We had someone on our staff here that was really interested in going over to China, started to build our program there, and it's been organic over the last, 3 years or so that we started to build a program there. We're holding a conference next week actually in Chengdu, where we're bringing 15 startups from our network here in California over to Chengdu to kind of learn and collaborate with our research partner that's over there. We've actually just rebranded from a previous name that was the California Clean Energy Fund. So you may have seen us prior with that. We started with initial funding that actually came from the state of California. I think it was just mentioned this meeting that took place with PG&E. There was some initial funding that the state had received from PG&E back in the early 2000s. And from that initial funding, we were able to, that kind of was the initial capitalization of the organization. We are an NGO, by the way, and we were able to turn that $30 million into some VC investments that were able to receive follow-on funding, Tesla being one example of those initial investments, and it's been a lot of success in terms of that initial funding being able to be leveraged to for $1.5 billion in subsequent funding. An organization that has a suite of different approaches. What we do is we're able to help launch startups, do events like hackathons, startup weekend events with aspiring entrepreneurs. We work with those startups to accelerate them. We've actually just written a book, which I will find it, which we have some copies of sitting around that's about developing accelerators, developing new accelerators. We fund startups, and then we work with them to scale up, which I think our collaboration with LG Chem, where we've brought together startups to them that will work on developing pilot projects, that being an example of some of our scale-up activities.